Hair looks fine. More importantly, we were leaving on the dot.
See ya.
Alright. Alright.
Love you.
Okay, so yeah. So we're not gonna fly out today.
We decided not to do that.
We decided not to do that. So
But not because of COVID.
not because of COVID. The flight is overbooked. And we always talk about, you know, if a flight's overbooked, whether we take an offer, and we set our goal at $500. And so
we're gonna go spend the night
we're
at
gonna
a
spend the
hotel
night at a
in
hotel.
Chicago.
Shh, don't tell the family. So it'll be nice. We'll get there a day later.
Not
But-
even. Like, we're gonna get there how many hours later? 'Cause we're
12
gonna
hours
get
later. I can't do my math.
Okay.
It's okay. But
Not 24 hours.
then we can start planning for our next trip. And there we go.
And it'll be on American Airlines.
Adventure. Woo woo. All right. So while we're waiting, if for people who've never experienced this before, this was Stephanie's first time. But if you have flexibility in your schedule, I love taking advantage of this because it's really a good opportunity to, frankly, get a free trip. So usually if you, especially if you check it online, you'll know. In fact, sometimes with American, they'll actually send you notifications a couple days beforehand saying, hey, there may be options for other flights because it looks like this is going to be a full flight. That's your first indication. What I try to do is make sure you check in as early as possible, because if you wait to check in at the airport, there's a possibility that you could be at the bottom of the list, and if they don't get enough people to voluntarily take a different flight, you may not have a seat on the flight.
You just get bumped.
When you get here, if you know specifically that it doesn't matter what they offer, you're willing to go up to the ticket agent and say, hey, I just want to let you know that if you do need to have people to take a different flight, I'm willing to volunteer. Now, the only challenge with that is that you may find that enough people volunteer in that way that they only offer you like a $100 voucher. What I prefer to do, and what we did today, is that we agreed and said, you know what would be the amount that we'd be willing to take another flight for, because we have a very flexible schedule. And so we said $500. So each. And so over time, as you saw, they didn't get enough people. And finally they came back. Not only did they offer us $500 each, but they're putting us up in a hotel. They don't care that we live, just in the area, but they're putting us up in a hotel. They're
And
providing,
we asked.
right?
Chris asked if it was going to be a Days Inn, and they assured us that it was not.
It's usually going to be, the Hyatt or something around here. But then also, they're giving us dinner vouchers as well. So, we're going to get a nice night here. We're going to lose a few hours, but now we can start planning on how we're going to spend the $500 vouchers on where we're going to go with that. So
that's what we've been sitting here trying to figure out.
We could literally take 6 round trips each to Las Vegas. I don't think that's what we're going to do.
No.
We could take 3 round trips each to Aruba. We might do that, but we'll see. So,
or maybe a trip to Las Vegas and a trip to Aruba, and then
both.
Who knows what else.
Yeah, and then the rest of the voucher we'll just like throw it out the window.
No.
We're just ballers like that.
No, we'll figure out something to do with it.
Your destination is on the left.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where she said the park at. Right up here, right?
Yep. Between those lights. Don't park on the hose.
Oh, figured out how to get the awning down.
Makes a huge difference. It's
Makes
like
a huge
20
difference.
degrees cooler.
But here we are. So we're down in
Atlanta, Georgia area.
Elwood, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And we're kind of keeping with our stay safe. And instead of staying like in the city, or even an Airbnb in the city, we're in an RV.
We're staying in an RV on a horse farm
On a horse farm.
out in the middle of the country.
Beautiful country.
And the horses are legit just right there.
Right on the side of the camera.
Yep.
In fact, one of them is trying to direct.
Nope.
He's
That's not true.
doing his whole Martin Scorsese thing and just so. This is very nice. So I think this is our most unique stay.
I guess. It's different. It's probably our most chillax.
Yes. Puerto Rico was interesting too, just in terms of being an old town and
Well,
the villa
and
and
Paris was crazy too.
yeah.
I mean, so we've had some very unique places that we've stayed.
Oh,
So,
place. I was thinking in terms of like abodes.
yeah. Yeah, so this is a non-traditional abode for sure.
Your first time in an RV,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I grew up with the pop-up ones, but that was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely did not have TV.
And that was before the malls were even popular, so that was a long
That was a
time
long time ago. Wow, can't believe you brought that up. So,
Well, because the malls were popular when you were in high school, you mentioned.
with a bath and a shower. This is like luxury living. Someone should figure out how to take one of these and just like tow it behind your car so you can just like take it anywhere with you and call them road homes
Or like call them Airstream.
or Airstreams. They stream through the air. No, I don't like that as much. Rotels, road hotels, rotels. Think about it.
This is nice though.
This is very nice.
It's very peaceful.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that the horses are in the backyard.
The only thing missing is like a big old barrel of peaches and some sweet tea. And some unsweet tea for you.
All we have to do is just mosey on over to the grocery store and we can make your dreams a reality.
That's what we're gonna do. So it's your first time in an RV, huh?
Other than when we went RV shopping.
So what do you think of it?
Well, it's more spacious than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got all the amenities of home, really.
Well, not all of them, but sure, it's a lot.
Well, I mean,
All the essentials.
that's true. And then what we have here that we don't have at home is this view of the llamas and the horses, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty nice.
Yes, he is. He's also happy to take advantage of your personal crisis to take your seat. That's...
We had a nice relaxing dinner. Went up about less than a mile up the road to a grocery store.
Called Ingles, which is a great grocery store.
It's a grocery store.
I liked it. They had an Olive Bar.
Yeah. And came back.
Good stuff.
Had a nice relaxing dinner.
Yeah.
And now we're out here. Got to watch the horses play and feed a little bit.
Yep, they ate their hay.
Now we're just watching a little bit of Netflix before we go in for the evening and get rested up to go up to Stone Mountain tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to that too.
Me too. So, good night.